Hello everyone, TMan978. Welcome to another T-Man's How-To. I've practiced this transformation about 5 times, back and forth. I hope it goes smoothly, but this is Deformation Space Crimson Wing, their version of a third-party masterpiece, Starscream. Let's just do it. First thing we want to do is gently rotate these out of here because they get stuck in there due to the paint. Get that out. And here's the easiest way I know to do it. Bend that way and then pull this away. It's still difficult. Rotate that around. Push the null rake cannon in and shut it together. Let's do that again. Came apart. Rotate that, push that in, and shut this together. Now we can put these to the side. With the hands in this orientation right here, with the thumb down like that, we can open this panel and rotate the hands in. Same thing over here. And this ends any easiness with the whole transformation. But I'm gonna leave the arms down right there because some of this stuff down here is easy to forget. I'm gonna do this right now. I'm going to put my thumbnail in here, or you could use a spudger. If you don't have a spudger, get a spudger. I'm gonna put a link to spudgers in the description. Push the kneecap down after that. I need to buy some of those spudgers from the link that I'm going to put down there. Get the leg straight, and then we can go right here and open this up and open these up. If you don't do those things, they can get in the way. And at this point, I'm going to detach his buttocks, squeeze this together, and then rotate it down in between his legs. And you know what? I'm going to just open this up and get that out of the way as well. Just leave it dangling right there. And since I started on the legs, I'm just gonna, they need to be open anyway. Basically, open up this ankle pivot, rotate the foot around, and keep the ankle pivot all the way extended. Open this around until we get this foot in this position. You put your nail right there and open that. Don't open it all the way. Rotate it outward. Bring it out straight. Now we can shut that again and basically leave that right here like this. We can go ahead and get this out of the way as well. Same thing over here. Open up the ankle pivot. Rotate this around and open that up. Now we can get this out. Make that straight. Shut this, bring this down, pretty much get in that orientation. This needs to unclip. Basically, I'm gonna lift up right here with this little tab right here so I can get off of this ridge right there and pull it out. Lift this up and we can slide this down. Now, this stuff right here, we can rotate that. Spin it around, kind of get it like this, but before we push it down, we're going to rotate this stuff out. Now, this panel can go back into there. And it may fall down, but we're gonna worry about all that later. Same thing, I'm gonna lift up on this panel right here and shove it out of this groove right there. Lift that up. Slide this down. I'm going to bring this out, rotate it, lift it up. Get this back like this and bring that down. And you know what? We can clamp that together and clamp it together at the bottom as well. Just leave it. I'm gonna leave things like this for now. This butt came out of there. Now up here, I'm going to shove his head back, and we need to open this up right here. If you push down like right there, you can kind of get it lifted. Then you can get at these and lift that up. Lift that up. Now this hinge right here, you have access to that now. You can bend the wing out like that so that basically this bar can clear the red pylons. We can lift that up like this. Now I'm going to go ahead and push this back, push that back, and slide them forward. Yeah, slide it forward. This one's not sliding forward for some reason. Go forward. There we go. Now I'm going to come back to the front, and this is a little bit difficult because this is like latched down. We need to like kind of lift up while pulling out at the same time, and we can grab this because it's like these little nubs are behind this. Once we crack it a little bit, you can pull that open, and now we can like lift that up and out to the side, which gets all of this off of the nose cone basically. And right here, I'm going to lift this up like this. Take this, rotate it this way, and then get it straight. Take this, rotate it out, rotate it this way, get it straight. Clamp that together. And we're going to take this head, rotate this on this, and squeeze the little things on the vents on the side of his head so it can fit into this groove right there. Now, with this out and this out on the other side, we should be able to lift this up and kind of rotate it right there like that. That's difficult no matter how many times I do it. Then we can bring that back, bring this forward, and basically in that position. And this hinge needs to be kind of bent like this so that we can get this down in this groove and get that flat right there. Once you do that, we can bend this down and move it back until it gets into the two peg holes right here. So I have it back, and now that's in there. Then we can shut this and straighten all that out. Close this and this. And now this was behind his head or on his back. We can hinge that forward and slide it up on this gray slider. All right. Push that back here like that. Now that the cockpit's straight, here's one step you may forget. These little panels right here are his waist. We can lift them up and close them into there. Lift that up, close it into there. And even though it's not all the way transformed right, you can shut this back to give the arms and wings clearance so it can swing freely right here. And here is the number one toughest part. This arm bar right here, we need to basically bend that like this. And once it's like that, we can bend this down, rotate it around this way and up. And basically, we just need this piece right here to be on the outside of the jet. One thing that can prevent that from being able to move is if these little moving flaps right here are engaged, they can block the way. But we did that arm. We can straighten it back up like this. And now let's go ahead and do this arm. So basically bend this, rotate that down like this, and then up like that. Straighten it back up. And now we should be able to, it like accordions to the back with several layers of hinges, tight hinges. You can rotate this and straighten that up to get it out the way right now. You may as well just open this. It opens better when you have the wings out the way. And here's another step. Get these out like this, both wings on this hinge. Make sure that this is aimed forward, and we turn this sideways so that we can get the shoulders past it. Keep that sideways so that the shoulder can get past that. Then we can lift that up and lift that straight. And now we can go ahead and open this back up. And what we need to do here is bend this hinge down like that. And these right here, these, let me make sure that the light is like really on that. These red things fit into a groove on both sides of this, the shoulder pylon things, or the air intakes. Basically, we need to get it straight and groove the intakes around that like that. That was smooth. And here's why I started with the legs first, because the arms pretty much went into their area. We need to, they're not going to go all the way into the area until you bend this hinge again and get the arm straight like this. So bend this hinge again and get the arm straight like that. So now we should be able to bring this down and keep unfolding this until the red part is on the underside. Make sure that this is outside of this leg panel right there. Keep pushing it down. These joints are so freaking tight. It is aggravating. Oh yeah, this came up. That's my problem. Or one of my problems on this. But make sure that this bar is kind of straight. Well, actually, at this point too, we can go ahead and shut that. That doesn't help things. Try to get things straight and lined up, and now we can push it in. You saw these went into there, and I straightened this up. And now we can take these little things that keep flapping all around and push them into place. What's stopping me is this thing got bent right here. Ow! But now that this is straight, go in. What the hell? This is one of the easiest freaking steps. Is to push that. Bruh. Alright. Now if things came out of whack, get them back down. And this needs to basically, if the arms are down, come straight down and under that like that. Alright. Alright. Come on. Get it together. Get it together, Joy. Now we can open this flap up. Open this flap. Open that flap. Unfold that. Bring this forward to clip these two pegs into two holes on the inside. And that helps hold that together. So open this flap. Open this. Unfold this. Lift that up. and go ahead and get this into place. Now we can rotate this like that, rotate this like this, these bend down and shove in, these bend down and shove in. Now we can put the thrusters up, basically put the feet into this position. They don't like clipping or anything, but it stays magically. And the wings, we need to kind of unfold these at the same exact time. If you don't, they will get stuck. Unfold them at the same time. Bring this hinge down and lift it over this and push it down. Bring this hinge down, lift it over there and push it down. Hopefully everything will be lined up. If it's not, you can squeeze and push and position. And this is loose for whatever reason. Take the missiles, plug it there. Take the missile, plug it here, and boom. Once you make sure every single thing ever is straight on this, he is a jet. Good Lord. I don't know how many minutes that was, and this is why this is not in my full review. If you want to get my full opinions on this guy, full review link in the description. And if you don't feel like going to the description, or you can't because you're watching this on TV, the link will be at the end during my click the videos song. But here you are. Here this thing is in its vehicle mode. Transformation back to robot mode. I don't know which one is harder. I swear. But get these out of place. I'll pull these off, basically. The easiest way for me is to wiggle until they come out. Now we can lift up on this so we can get the wing out to here. We may as well just go ahead and bend these in right now. Lift up on this, get that out to there. Okay. Now we need to rotate this way. Rotate this that way. I'm gonna lift this up. Or pull that out, and then lift that up. Pull this out, lift that up. We can move the thrusters down just to get them out the way a bit. Go ahead and pull this away from here. And now we can bend that down. Bend this way. Get that into that position. And fold that. Separate this from here. Bring that down to there. Flip this down, bend this, and then bend that. And we can bring that. We're gonna have to move this later on. Lift this up. And then go through the tough process of getting all this out. So, start like lifting up on everything to get it out the groove. And I can tell you right now, the toughest part is going to be getting these little flaps right here and there out of their position. But basically, get this going like that. We can go ahead and rotate this so it'll be out of the way of the arms. And you know what? Basically, just get everything into this position. You could, if you wanted to, straighten. You know what? I'm going to leave these bent. But now we can go ahead and attach this and this. And try to these off that red bar that we put it on, which is easier said than done. It's kind of scary getting that off, to be honest. It goes on smooth. I'm gonna start spreading, and then it came off. Whew. I'm gonna put this back into this position and lift that up, and I'm gonna go ahead and shut this again like we did, going to this mode. That gives us room to lift this back up, and we can rotate this up into that position. Bring this out, rotate it up into this position. Now that we're here, I'm going to rotate this way and fold that like that. And now basically push this back into that position. All right, now that we're here, I'm going to rotate this up like that. Bring this down and like this, and fold it back out like that. Lift that back up, straighten it. Same thing over here. Get this down and actually move that up a bit. Bring this down, rotate it right here. And you know what's stopping me? This little thing that I said was going to be a problem. This little piece right here. That needs to push up. Luckily, it did it for me on this side. I should have moved that out first before I rotated the arms, but luckily it pushed itself out. So we're gonna try that again. Bring that down, rotate it till it's in this orientation, and then lift it up and bring the arms up. Actually, keep the, what do they call it? The butterfly joint intact right there. So now we can bring this back, open this up, and start working on the nose cone again. Squeeze here at the bottom to get the nose, to get the window up, the cockpit open. Now we can dislodge this piece, which a spudger would definitely be coming in handy right now if I knew where mines were located. But we basically just need to get this untabbed from where it's tabbed. Get that out of there and move it like kind of in this orientation right this, like that. Open this panel right here and open this panel right here. Spudger people, bye spudgers. Oh Jesus, I was able to get this loose. So easy, but you saw when I opened that, I was able to get my finger in there. I'm gonna close that. But with these two flaps open, we should be able to get this out of its groove that it's in. And we can try to do this hard part again. Rotate this on that hinge right there, so it can be facing the opposite way. All right, yay, did that. Now we can open this cock or the nose going up. Bend this end, rotate it, and have it that way. Bend this end, rotate it and have it do that. Do this. Go ahead and lift this back all the way up. And now right here, we need to spin this into this orientation. Bring this down over this. Shut these a bit and close that. And now we can bend this hinge forward like this. Before you forget, because it's easy to forget, these two waist panels come out of here. Like that. Now we can rotate this up like this and close it. Or actually, before we close it, this right here needs to shove back down onto this. And now we should be able to bring this up and close it into its place and close that on top of that. I'm gonna bring this up to here, plug that into place. Then I'm gonna bring this up, open the butt panel, and put the butt panel into its place. Make sure that while you're doing any of that, make sure that these points right here are pointing down the whole time. If they aren't, you're gonna be in some world of hurt. But basically, get this into this orientation. Bend on this red bar again so that this can clear that area. But before that, we can go ahead and shove the shoulder pylons You know what? I'm gonna get that around that first, then clear that. This one can clear it. Now I'm gonna do that. Now we can shove that into place. Shove that into place. Move the head back. Bring that down. Bring that down. We can bring these forward. Bring that forward. Shove the wings down like this, or to your liking. I like them to be right there. And now we have the legs down here. We're going to rotate this on this. Bring this out. Rotate this around and back in. Make sure the foot is down. And I lied about it not tabbing together. It does tab right there. Bring this up. Shut this. And now here. We're gonna wanna bring that out a bit. Bring this up on its double hinge to fit into that little groove. And now, with that up, there's a little tiny tab that stops this from going all the way into the leg. Now we can push this up like this. Bring the ankle pivot out. Turn the ankle, or turn the foot this way, or this way. Start shutting it like this. Bring it in this way, and then you can close it all the way. Now start rotating it this way while you're shutting the ankle pivot. Let's try that again. If you missed something, hopefully you get it this time. Rotate this whole part. Here's a problem. This can actually pinch into here. I don't know why, but rotate that. Then rotate this outward, spin it, and then spin it inward on the leg. Detach this and slide that up. Get that into this groove. You can shut this. Once again, open this little wing right there. Get this up on a double hinge. Yeah, up on a double hinge and then that. And then we can shut this into there. Bring this up here. Oh, bring that out. Go ahead and bend this and that. Shut that. Bring that out. Do this and that. Okay. Now we can open this. Open the hands up. Shut that. Onto there. This. Bring the hands out. Shut that into there. Take this guy, if it's in missile mode, bend this outward again and lift that up. Spin this around, shut it back together and elongate that. Same thing over here. I'm bending that like outward so I can get a hold of this, rotate this, shut it back together and pull that down. And now these can go back into his arms. Because of the paint, easier said than done. But squeezing it in seems to be the easiest. And now, unfortunately, this little door thing came off. If it happens to you, you can just pop it back in. It has a little nub. It's only like loosely there. So pay attention while you're moving this thing around and transforming that you don't pop that off. And final step that I forgot. Lift the knees up into its place. Lift the knees up into its place. And now he is a robot. And I'm guessing turning it into a robot is easier because I think I took a least amount of time. We'll see when I finish editing this completely. But I hope this helped you. If it did, share it to everybody who you know likes Masterpiece and Masterpiece equivalent Transformers. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Sony from TM Reviews, for lending this to me to be able to do all this. Until next time, TMan978's out of here. Figure action. That one's me. Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description. Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click the